So here we are with the new moon in Cancer for 2026, July 14th, Astroscoop Astrology. So we're going to look at a brief overview of what this new moon Cancer means for moon children, people born this month, and also some of the other signs based on the aspects. Here we have the Sun at 21 and the Moon at 21 conjunct in Cancer. So anytime there's new moon energy, it's a blank page of energy for the month. So every month when we have a new moon, it's a blank page. The full moon is peak culmination energy from the month. So it's just like, men and women both equally have hormonal cycles, periods where there are more energy or less energy or more neutral. So this is a new blank page. Now this new moon occurs at 21, almost 22, which would be the third decan of Cancer, which is late Cancer, and obviously closer to Leo, but not quite on the Leo Cancer cusp. So there's a few important aspects here for people to check out. One is this Jupiter at 3 degrees of Leo, opposition Pluto retrograde at 4 of Aquarius. So Aquarius and Leo are opposing signs, and this occurs once every 12 years or so not very often. But for early fixed signs, these early degrees, it would be a good time for people to beware of risky investments, impulsive risks with money, and your belief systems. If your belief systems are strongly tied to money, or your money is strongly tied to your belief systems, it would be good to pause and make sure that you are not overly impulsive. Now there's no Cancer transiting planets. The only transiting planet, or point I should say, which is not here, it's Chiron has just entered Taurus at 0 degrees. So technically that is part of this square here. And of course, Scorpio, there's nothing here for Scorpio. This Pluto-Jupiter, beware of risks, risky investments. It's a good time to set big goals, but make sure they're realistic. That's for everyone, but especially for the early fixed signs. Now, early fixed energy is raw and very determined. Fixed energy, when you set your course, set yourself in motion, most fixed energy accomplishes it and follows through. Anyone, even if you don't have an early Leo planet or an early Aquarius planet, you can look at where this Leo and Aquarius is in your chart to know where those goals are and maybe those risks. So here we have Uranus trine Pluto, which is really good. And there's no Libra here for a grand air trine. But Uranus, which is sudden, I talked about sudden energy with Mars, that could be negative. Uranus trine Pluto could be a good sudden use of collective power or personal power. Now all this Cancer energy, now check this out. Sun, Moon, Mercury, part of Fortune, which is a fortunate area in the chart, and rising are all conjunct here in Cancer. This is overwhelmingly Cancerian. And we just recently had the full moon in Capricorn. For the Capricorn energy, here the Earth's in Capricorn. Capricorn's on the 7th house of others. But technically there's not a lot of major Capricorn. It's mostly Cancer. This is a time to use your motherly or fatherly energies positively, and not to smother people or yourself, and also to take pause with Mercury retrograde. So those are definitely some good tips. Saturn is direct in Aries here at 14. It will be retrograde for a good portion of the year, and then next year in 2027 it'll come back to the middle degrees of Aries as it starts to end its Saturn Aries cycle, which is another year and a half or so. So it's going to be a while for Aries planets getting that conjunction. Again, no Libra, major Cancer, and not a lot of major Capricorn for those cardinal T-squares. Well, thank you so much. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. More brief clips of horoscopes coming this summer. And please comment. Please comment. What country are you from? What's your age? What's your birth sign? And what kind of content do you want to see on Astroscoop the rest of the summer and even into the early fall?